All right, let's dive into something that's quietly changing, well, pretty much everything we own. All around the world, governments are starting to push for this radical new idea called a circular economy. The goal? To create a world where products are designed from the get-go to be reused, repaired, and recycled. Basically, to make waste a thing of the past. But let's start with a frustration that I know we've all felt. Why is it that your brand new, super expensive smartphone breaks, and getting it fixed is either an absolute nightmare or it costs almost as much as just buying a new one? Yeah, that feeling. That exact feeling is the problem these new policies are trying to solve.
For decades, our entire global economy has been built on a really simple but also incredibly wasteful model. But that's finally starting to change. Governments are stepping in with a massive green push to, well, fundamentally rewire the whole system and get us out of this take, make, waste world for good.
So what is this one-way street we're all on? Well, the experts call it a linear economy. It's simple, right? We take resources from the planet, we make stuff out of them, and then when we're done, we just throw it away. And look, it was great for making a lot of things, really fast, but it's a total dead end. We're running out of resources and literally burying ourselves in garbage. So how do you actually steer a giant global economy in a completely new direction? Well, governments are using that classic combination, the carrot and the stick. The stick is all about new regulations, rules that basically force businesses to change how they operate. But there's also a really powerful carrot in the form of incentives. Think big tax breaks for a car company if they build a battery that can be easily refurbished instead of just tossed out.
Now, one of the biggest sticks in the toolkit is a policy called Extended Producer Responsibility, or EPR for short. And it's a simple idea, but it's totally revolutionary. It says if you make something, you are responsible for it for its entire life, even after your customer is finished with it. This completely changes the game, forcing companies to think about repair, reuse, and recycling right from the very beginning.
And listen, this isn't just a few countries trying this out. This is a genuinely global movement. We're seeing every nation add its own unique spin to the circular economy playbook. It's really taking shape all over the world. And what's fascinating is how differently everyone is tackling it. You've got the European Union with its huge, ambitious Green Deal, which makes the circular economy a core part of its climate goals. Then you have China, which is baking resource efficiency right into its national 5-year plans. And Japan, a real pioneer in this space, has been focused for years on creating what it calls a sound materials cycle society. It's a global trend for sure, but with a very local flavor.
Okay, so building on all that global momentum, let's zoom in on a policy that puts the power directly into your hands. This started as a grassroots movement, and now it's become a global phenomenon. We're talking about the right to repair revolution.
So what exactly is the right to repair? Well, it's a whole new set of laws that take direct aim at our throwaway culture. It's all about breaking open those lockdown proprietary systems that big companies have created and giving you and your local repair shop the tools and info you need to actually fix your own things. This means companies have to make spare parts available for years. Repair manuals? They become public knowledge. Your warranty's safe even if you go to an independent shop down the street. And this is huge. It stops companies from using software to block you from, say, replacing your own battery. No more being locked out of your own device. So, you see, the real power here isn't just about being able to fix a cracked screen. It's about forcing a fundamental shift in how things are designed in the first place. It's about encouraging companies to build products that are meant to last and be serviced, not just to be used and thrown away. Okay, so if the right to repair gives you physical control over your stuff, this next policy gives you total transparency. We're talking about a digital ID for basically everything you can buy. Just imagine this for a second. What if every single product you owned had a digital twin, a complete, living record of its entire journey, and you could access it with a quick scan from your phone? I know, it sounds like science fiction, but this is the future that's being built as we speak. It's called the Digital Product Passport, or DPP, and you should think of it like a living document, right? You scan a QR code, and it tells you the product's entire story, from the mine where its raw materials came from, to the factory, to your hands and beyond. It's like a birth certificate, a full resume, and a roadmap for its future, all rolled into one. And the EU's new battery passport gives us a really exciting sneak peek at this. With one scan, you'll be able to see a battery's entire history, what it's made of, its carbon footprint, how much of it is from recycled materials, and even its current health. I mean, that is a level of transparency that's going to completely change how we buy everything.
So when you put these two things together, the right to repair and digital products passports, you realize this isn't just about a bunch of new rules. These are the building blocks for a completely new, much smarter relationship with all the stuff we own.
And when you zoom out, the big picture is crystal clear. We get way more transparency as shoppers, we get way more power as owners, and companies are pushed to make better, longer-lasting products. It's a genuine win-win-win that leads to a world with so much less waste and so much more value.
And all of this brings us to one final, really important question. Because this isn't just about what governments or companies are doing. It's about what you are going to do with all this new information and power. So, if you could design that perfect product passport, what information would you absolutely demand to see before you buy? The answer to that question is going to shape the future of everything we own.